Dicaire historic 5-5 all-women's pay-per-view boxing event happening this Friday, March 5th at the Dort Financial Center of Flint, Michigan. Presented by Salida Promotions in association with Group Yvonne Michel and dedicated to this year's International Women's Day on Monday, March 8th. Superwomen, Shields versus Dicaire will be distributed on Fight TV and Vibe Network and distributed by In Demand to their existing cable, satellite, and telco providers at 9 p.m. Eastern Time for just $29.95. We've specifically scheduled this event to be on March 8th, International Women's Day, and this fight is not only going to be broadcast here in the United States, but will also be seen in China, Argentina, Panama, Canada, Africa, Poland, Russia, Philippines, and possibly several other countries. I'd like to thank the Michigan State Athletic Commission, the Dort Center, the press that has come here today. I'd like to thank Mr. Mark Taffet, Clarissa's manager, and one of the all-time great boxing business folks who's actually invented the pay-per-view model. He's been instrumental in making sure that this first all-women's card is a success. So thank you, Mark. You know, this event has really been a year in the making. Literally a year ago, we were supposed to have a press conference to first announce this fight, and then the pandemic came, and the initial date of May 9th was canceled. Shortly thereafter, we tried to reschedule the fight several times to no fruition. And in about December, we communicated and thought that the best way to promote this fight is to do it ourselves on pay-per-view. There were many reasons why Marie Dicaire could have said no and chosen to not take this fight, but she is a real world champion and decided to stick through it, through thick and thin, and through different variations of the view. So I'd like to thank her, and I want to thank her promoter, Yvonne Michel, who's been phenomenal to work with. I'd like to invite him to say a few words.
Thank you, Dimitri. Bonjour, everybody. You can't believe how thrilled we are to be here today. J'aimerais souhaiter la bienvenue à tous ceux qui nous écoutent en français sur rds.ca présentement. Hats off, really, Dimitri and Mark Taffet, for everything you have done to produce that event. It has been very difficult. We know about it. But you have showed a lot of determination to put on this historical event, and we have really a lot of respect and admiration for you. A lot of respect and admiration also for Claressa Shields, that she did everything she had to do to have this event to be a special one for women, to make sure that one day the woman, the title fight will be equal to any man fight, because the quality of the athlete has nothing to be ashamed of if you compare with the man. So we arrived yesterday, everything was fine. It's a great promotion. We have encountered no problem so far. I want to apologize for my strong French accent. You know, I can't deny my roots, and I'm proud of it. But Claressa, you probably misunderstood me the other day when I spoke about Roy Jones Jr. I didn't mean to compare Marie-Ève to Roy Jones' skill, athleticism, or what he has done. No, my comparison was about her commitment, her dedication, her desire to be better every day. And this is where my comparison stands. You will find about Marie-Ève Dicaire, and by the way, again, it's Dicaire, not Dicaire, Dicaire. I was trying to find a word to describe Marie-Ève Dicaire. And I searched, she's quick, she's dedicated, she's strong. But the best word I found, and forgive me for the choice of the word, but she's contagious. Really, she's contagious. She beautifies everything she's touching. She enthusiasms everybody who works with her. She can convince the most skeptical to her cause. And in the ring, she can persuade, and she always did, and convince her opponent that she's the best of the two. So be careful, Claressa, when she touches you in the ring, she's very corrosive. J'inviterai tous les gens qui nous écoutent au Québec à acheter l'événement. C'est un événement réellement spécial. C'est disponible à Canal Indigo, Belle TV, Shot TV, sur Fight.tv ou sur Yo. Vous pouvez acheter cet événement-là et faire partie de cet événement-là. Thank you very much for your attention. At this point, I would like to introduce to the microphone the IBF Super Welterweight Champion, Marie-Ève Dicaire.
Hi everyone, thank you for being there. Thank you Yvon for the great word. Honestly, I don't know, with the context that we know right now in the world pandemic, that it is a good thing to be contagious, but I'm going to take the compliment. I'm happy to be here. I'm thrilled to be here. Like Dimitri and Yvon said before, it's been hell of a year that was made with postponed, with deception, with disappointment, but now it's finally on. I'm here, I'm there, and I'm enjoying every moment of this adventure. When I was a kid, I always dreamt of becoming a world champion. And when I became a world champion, I was like, is that it? Is there something else? Is there something more? And this is where I started to focusing on being the undisputed champion. Facing Claressa Shields is for me the opportunity of a lifetime. I worked all my life to get here. I worked, I sweat, my blood, my tears made me here. So for sure, I'm going to be 100% in the ring, and I would like to take the time to thank the person who made that possible. So thank you, Dimitri. Thank you, Claressa. Thank you, Mark. And most of all, thank you, Yvon. And thank you, Stéphane, Samuel, Marc-André, GFEDF, all my team that worked the whole time with me, my whole career is still there with me, and I'm thrilled. I'm looking forward for Friday. Pour tous ceux et celles qui nous écoutent à la maison, merci. Même si je suis à des kilomètres et des kilomètres de chez moi, j'ai l'impression que vous êtes ici avec moi. Vos mots d'encouragement me donnent des ailes, me donnent du courage. J'ai l'impression que tous et chacun, vous êtes ici dans le ring avec moi. Vendredi, je vous promets que je vais être à la hauteur de vos attentes. Je vous promets que je vais faire honneur à mon pays et à ma province, le Québec. Merci à vous tous. C'est un rendez-vous vendredi.
Thank you. Claressa Shields versus Marie Dicaire. Dicaire is truly one of the biggest fights of the year. And Claressa, known as the GOAT, is not only known as the GOAT because she's two-time Olympic gold medalist, the only man and woman in the history of the United States. Is not only known as the GOAT because she's a multi-time amateur national champion, multi-time world champion, multi-time international games champion, multi-time professional world champion, the fastest man or woman in the history of the sport to be a three-division champion, super middleweight, undisputed world champion, and junior middleweight world champion. She is the GOAT because she uses her spot in the sunlight, her spot in using her talent for social significance, for equality, for empowerment. And Claressa understands that her talent is God's gift, and that she is using it in every way possible to push forth these very important initiatives in our culture. So you don't have to be a boxing fan, you don't have to be a women's boxing fan to order this event on Friday night. You have to be a fan and a supporter of equality and empowerment and of all things right in society. So with that, I'd like to invite the GOAT, Claressa Shields, to talk about Friday night.
Champagne.
I can take my mask off? Okay, I didn't know. Which mic am I talking in? 3 different ones, does it matter?
You're good.
Okay. Well, first of all, I want to thank everyone for being here. I want to thank, first of all my fans who bought the pay-per-view. Who haven't bought it, make sure you guys go to FITE TV and buy the pay-per-view. This is a huge moment for me and Marie Dicaire. I want to just thank God just for being with me throughout this whole time, because I have never been off of boxing for 13 months, and I've never wanted to get back inside the ring so much. Like, training is okay, sparring is cool, but I don't have that same intensity that I have when it like actually comes to the fight and the belt is on the line and you fighting against a whole other country. To be honest, some of my hardest fights in the amateurs came from girls that were from Canada. And even though I was very victorious in all of those fights, 70-71 in the amateurs, still I believe that Canada has a strong background for boxing, so I'm excited to be inside the ring with someone like Dicaire, who I feel wants to win as much as me and can accept how big this moment is, you know. So I think everybody is going to you're going to be in for a good fight, and this is just a great moment. Just to rewind some, I can't forget to thank my promoter Dimitri, my manager Mark Taffy, God once again, and I want to thank all my friends and my family and even my fans who reached out to me during this time, because I don't box for a hobby. It's not something that I do because it's fun, you know. I do it because it's fun, but it's not a hobby. It's my career, and I really love boxing with all my heart. And I feel like some people underestimate that when they look at how I speak of how great I am. You know, if I never would have said how great I am, no one in this room would ever would have called me great, because you just don't recognize it. Only greats know that they're great. Like Muhammad Ali, nobody called him the greatest of all time. They actually called him the losing their lip because he talked too much, right? But if he would have never said that he was the greatest of all time, he would not be considered the greatest of all time right now. No matter what boxer comes along, nobody can get in front of Muhammad Ali. That's how I feel about myself. Muhammad Ali is first, Claressa Shields is second. I am the greatest woman of all time, and 98% of the men in this world can't beat me. Keeping it real. So, as we get forward for March 5th, you guys, I want you to know, I'm not taking no prisoners. This is a new era for me. My name from now on is Claressa the Wolf Shields. T-Rex has long gone. Okay? T-Rex had the short arms, T-Rex was aggressive, but great woman of all time possessed a lot more. She possessed poise, power, punch placement, and that's what you will see on Friday. So I hope everybody tune in, get those tickets that are available. Probably about like 100 more tickets, maybe 50, I don't know. But I know that we sold out at the Door Federal for the capacity of COVID. And everybody who did my pay-per-view, make sure you guys buy it. To all my celebrity friends who posted me on your page, thank you very much. Not gonna let this moment go by without telling you guys thank you. You are a part of this movement just as much as I am. And you guys using your platform to support me means the world. So that's pretty much all I have to say. And I look forward to getting in the ring with Marie-Eve Dicaire. And I seen in the interview she said she's not worried about the outcome, she's worried about the task. Well, I'm worried about the outcome. The task is already, I already know the task is, I've known the task is for the last 13 months. This year, I'm concerned about the outcome because I don't like losing. When I lost my first fight when I was 17, I didn't sleep again until I was 21 when I won the second Olympics. So that's how personal that I take this fight, and I'm hoping that she can bring out a different side of me because a lot of girls have not been able to get me to go past level 3, and I'm hoping she can get me to level 10.
That was good.
Ivan, I know you said Marie is contagious. You know, the United States just announced the one-shot vaccine. So that's good.
That's good.
Thank you so much for coming. I want to say once again that the fight will be available on fight.tv in demand through all the cable subscribers. 9
You
p.m.
pay-per-view live!
Claressa talked about tickets. Yesterday, Governor Whitman opened up another 125 seats, but I believe 70% of those were gone overnight. So there's probably another 30, 40 tickets left. Those that want to attend the fight should get the ticket. And as I said for all of Claressa's fights, those ticket stubs are going to be a story. We're going to save them, and people are going to talk about attending Claressa's fights, and people are going to talk about ordering this pay-per-view and watching this all-woman fight on March 5th. So thank you so much for coming. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you all very soon. Thank you.
Maybe we can have them